What's up, guys? Draken
and Cthulhu.
We are Nerds Without Consequences. 2 out of 3.
Yes, 2 of them.
Today we're going to be doing the first Deb8-Bitz video. For all of you that don't know, because we haven't really talked about this at all.
Not at all.
What it is, we're going to take 2 games, not even necessarily from the same genre, but for this situation, from the same genre. We're going to have a debate about various things, story, music, characters, graphics, for some cases.
Just the similarities and differences. Yeah. Whatever that may be.
So for the first video, originally it was going to be me and Phoenix, but
it's not.
It's not. We were originally going to compare Final Fantasy VII to Final Fantasy VI.
We're not.
We're not. We're going to compare Apex to Fortnite.
I got Apex.
Now, keep in mind, we don't hate either one of these games.
No. We have played both extensively.
I just gave him the choice. He chose
I did.
Apex. Alright, so the purpose of these videos is we're going to go back and forth, we're going to compare these things, and we're going to let you guys decide who wins the debate.
Me, it's always me. I'm kidding. You're better at it.
So yeah. And don't forget to subscribe down at the subscribe button. Should be
somewhere. I don't know.
Maybe about here, I think. I don't know. Depends.
Good with it.
Depends. I'm not good with the reversed camera.
I'm not good with it at all. So like, you got a better chance than I do.
Speaking of subscribing, we'd like to thank you guys for all the support. We are past 100 subscribers.
Nice. I haven't checked in a while.
Oh yeah, you gotta get on Discord. I've been messaging you guys on Discord.
Oh God, I've been kind of renovating, so it's been a lot less of doing stuff.
So grab your tins, sponsor us, and sit back and let's get into a debate, shall we? All right. So the first thing we're gonna cover is gameplay, I guess.
Sure.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so where I think Apex holds it stronger, especially against Fortnite, is just the versatility, like I should say the diversity in the gameplay. While Fortnite, it's pretty much the same character. Yes, you can change what you look like to look like Goku, as you say.
Hey, we're not arguing about characters right now.
I know. But characters have a point in the gameplay. That is that each character for Apex, they're not always wildly different, but there's differences, which allows you to play different styles of gameplay, which changes how you can play with your squad or whatnot, which I think is so great.
He was better prepared than I thought he was.
Yeah, I thought about this. At least a little bit. Maybe not as much as I thought I should. But yeah, instead of just trying to be good at one specific type of gameplay, which, yes, they're both FPSs, so being good at that is always going to be
Fortnite's a TPS.
Okay.
It's different.
No, it's not.
First-person shooter, third-person shooter.
Other than the fucking first word, you still gotta be good at a shooter.
Well, that's just rude.
A little bit.
Okay, we get it. Well, I mean, he obviously didn't get it since he decided he was going to speed through.
Yeah.
Instead of just going around.
And you're back at topic on hand.
Anyway. For those of you who have never watched one of our videos, that happens a lot. We get derailed.
Maybe.
Alright. Okay, but you know what? You know what Fortnite has that Apex doesn't, gameplay style?
What?
I can snipe with a pistol. I can snipe with an SMG. I've received many messages when I pull this stuff off. Some good, some bad, some are like super impressed.
You are correct about that, is that the aiming is a lot simpler. But again, on that note, is that it's not as complex in that regard. In the actual shooter, It's not as complex. Yes, there are some complexities because there's different guns, yada, yada, yada. But again, you literally just pointed it out. You can snipe with a damn pistol.
I'm just good, I guess.
Whether you're good or not, that doesn't change the fact of how you can play it. Well, that one, it's a little bit more strategy-wise. Yes, there's both strategy in both games, obviously. But it's more strategic in the fact that with the different types of characters, with how it is played, you can be very strategic on how you play the character that you are.
Okay, but you can thank the bus driver.
I don't care. I'm so glad you can thank the bus driver.
I will give you one thing I absolutely hate about Fortnite's gameplay. It's the building.
Same here.
Which I know there are a lot of people out there that hate the building.
Which they have a mode in there now that you can play without building.
Ha, you just helped me.
I did. Shut up. You really derailed me there. I don't want to derail myself. But on part of gameplay, another thing is that they rotate between maps. At least a couple maps. While Fortnite, it's the same map every single time until they change it for that season.
But it is a much broader map. And you have a lot more options on where to drop.
You do.
We always make the same choice, but...
Yes, we do. So for us, it doesn't really matter. But it allows for, again, change of gameplay. It's not just so repetitive. Which I find FPS has a very easy, or TPS, has a very easy time of falling into that category. Which, again, Battle Royales get away from that as much as they can. But
to be fair, though, when we play Apex, if we're not on the map we like, we get pissed off.
True. But that's not about us.
Yes, it is.
I know. I was hoping you would say that.
What's it about?
I don't know. The fans.
Well, all they do is spin and spin and spin, so...
All right, fine. You have me there.
All right. So I think that's enough of gameplay. Let's go with backstory. Not story, backstory.
Oh.
Because obviously they're battle royales. There's no actual current story. It's all backstory.
No, yeah. Well, the story is you're shooting people. You're trying to survive. That's the story.
Maybe for Apex. For
God.
Fortnite, the story is you're against the evil corporation with a giant fruit as its mascot.
Sure. Yes, Apex is pretty much you're in a game. You're trying to win the game.
You remember that season, though?
I do.
Where the whole intro was against Apple?
It was. Which, I will give it props for that.
They're creative.
Yes. But, again, they both have their faults on this, which is just the whole point of the backstory is just to get you more into the game.
But see, like, my issue, though, like, well, see, with Fortnite's backstory, they build on it. Whereas with Apex backstory, they keep changing it. Like, oh, this person's responsible for the ring being invented. No, now it's this person. No, now it's this person.
You do have a point on that.
Like, at least Fortnite can stick with its story.
True, however ridiculous it is. But then again, so is Apex, so I can't really say one's so much better than the other on that. But I will say, for their in-character backstories, they're very, very much a backstory there. While with Apex, or not, I'm sorry, with Fortnite, said that wrong. With Fortnite, it's very much, oh, here's like a 30-second intro to the season, and that's about it.
Well, if we're going to get into character
story, I don't want to hear
let's
this one.
move on to characters,
I don't
shall
want
we?
to. No, this is the one I don't want to talk about because I hate your fucking points.
All right, let's do this. Let's talk about characters. Apex first.
Apex, they're okay. Again, this is gameplay mechanic-wise too, in the sense, but it's where the characters are actually different. They're not just a skin like Fortnite. Fortnite is just a skin. Which there are benefits to that, obviously, but
There's nothing more insulting than getting killed by a frozen banana.
true. Which I will say that is a very internet thing to troll playing as a frozen banana. But I just, with the characters, again, they're more fleshed out inside the game.
Yeah, but they're just taking characters from unsuccessful games. Like Octane.
Okay, yes.
And Valkyrie.
Stop it. I hear you.
We gotta stop taking characters from Titanfall.
But that's pretty much what this game is Titanfall Battle Royale. And again, everyone's pissed off that they aren't making another Titanfall. But it's like, but we have Apex, which
Well,
is...
to be fair, what's the point of making another Titanfall now if people are just gonna hack it?
Good point. For the purpose of hacking it. I don't know.
Because you
This
got
isn't
remember
about
from a
Titanfall.
developer standpoint, right?
I understand.
That hurts their credibility.
I understand. I'm not one complaining about them not making another Titanfall. I've never played a Titanfall.
I played a little bit of the first one.
I've literally never played one of them.
What's the second one? Played a bit of the second one.
Cool.
And then the whole DDoSing started, so I'm like, nope, I'm done.
I just never played them, so I don't care. Would it be cool? Sure, but I have no stake in this fight, so...
Yeah. Okay, sure, you got background stories, but Goku!
I knew you... Again, like, and that's why I brought it up earlier.
And
You were
Naruto!
yes, I get it. Which, I already pointed that out, which I shouldn't really do it for you. But
Very rich background story.
yes, they all have their own backgrounds. But again, it's not context of the game. It's just, oh, it's a new skin. They have barely any bearing towards the game's
But you gotta remember, too,
backstory.
though, the demographic that they're aiming towards, they don't care about a rich backstory. All they care about is what skins they can get.
I know.
So like the kids, not even kidding, they asked me for V-Bucks the one day so that they could get character skins. Like you're not getting any DLC or anything like that. Nope, character skins. Gun skin? Nope, character skin.
That's another thing I would point out, is that that's all they're in really for, is the character skins. While Apex, I feel like, has a more fleshed out with other aesthetics or other cosmetics.
See, the perk though, too, like just the character skins being the only difference, is you don't need to worry about tailoring your gameplay or the team's gameplay to go around the strengths and weaknesses. Like, you don't have to worry about, oh crap, we didn't bring a medic.
I understand that, and I think that's a strong point, but I also think to having it be a little bit more complex and more complicated, of sure, you didn't plan to need a medic, but trying to work around that is interesting to do.
Sometimes it's a huge pain in the ass. You know, you've got the team almost destroyed, and then Lifeline comes along and
I surely understand that, but again,
I hate playing against Lifeline. Love playing with a Lifeline. Hate playing against.
The Lifeline can be annoying.
Especially before they nerfed her and took down her shield.
Yeah, no, that shield was... Oh, that's why they took it down. And then they brought a whole character which is just a shield. Which is, I think, the brother? If I'm correct. It's been a while since I played.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know. I stopped playing around the time they released 7 new legends at the same time.
Same.
They're I think they're just trying too hard to give too much variety now.
I can understand that. I somewhat agree with you.
Ready to move on to graphics?
Sure.
Alright, let's move on to graphics. Apex wins.
I was going to say.
The graphics are so much crisper, they're clean.
Yeah.
However, Fortnite has the whole creator aspect of it, and you can create worlds that are more
I
or less realistic.
will say that is their strong point in this, is that they have the community there.
So,
the better
Apex
community.
wins vanilla,
Yes.
but Fortnite wins in that it's more community-based,
Oh, very much so.
which,
Are you kidding me? Apex doesn't know shit.
depending on how you look at it, from a developer standpoint, could be lazy, could be it's more about getting the people involved,
Yep.
which creates more more playing of said game.
It depends on how you look at it, and really,
And
we're saying what the developers are thinking, which we don't know.
so, like, in the end, though, like, graphics wise, it depends on what kind of gamer you are. Do you
Exactly.
care more about the game? Do you care more about the community? Do you care more about how good or bad the developers are? Which is a huge part of it,
Oh, very much so.
which has destroyed many, actually, fantastic games were destroyed because the developers were douchebags. Call of Duty.
Yeah. But this isn't about them.
No, but I'm calling them out.
You very well can.
Who plays Call of Duty for anything other than zombie mode anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely not me.
And so we could realistically call that either a tie or it depends on what side of the fence you're on.
I would say it depends on what side of the fence you're on. Because I would hate to call it a tie because they're different for completely different reasons.
All right. So music.
Oh god,
Um,
this is part I didn't prepare for.
well, I'm gonna help you actually
Yay!
because
Finally.
as somebody
Finally.
who grew up with like heavy metal and rock and
Yep.
all that stuff, I'm leaning more towards Apex 4 music because like everything's like electric guitar and drums and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if we're looking at the key demographics, Fortnite with their
Yes, no, they are
Ugh.
gearing towards their demographic more than just doing what they want to do,
yeah,
which is what Apex does. Which
Yeah.
again, I don't.
which
care
is
for
again
that.
if you're more about the community or the
Yep,
players
yep.
or the developer.
So I guess if you want to say the same thing about the graphics thing.
Yeah. That being said,
What?
no. That being said, how many times has that freaking horse's song gotten stuck in your head?
Oh, many times, and I don't like it because
It's
of
the
that.
only music I've got unlocked, and I'm sitting there listening to it as we're waiting for the game to start.
Yeah, I have a fair amount of music unlocked actually, so I don't listen to that one because that one is infuriatingly annoying.
But I like how that song develops. Like, it's not just, I'm just trying to sell this. It becomes, I can't do anything else or I will die.
True. Well, I'll say this about the music is that you can actually, well, it's a lot more easier to, like, while you're playing, you can actually play the music in Fortnite.
Mhm.
But Apex, it's just like,
It's over once you
yep.
land.
Yeah, so it's,
Now, to be fair, too,
I'll say
like,
that one. Why am I fighting for Fortnite?
I don't know, I started this fighting for Apex.
I know.
To be fair, like, going back to, like, my Left 4 Dead roots, I always had my own music playing.
Good point. Like, the in-house music isn't all, it's,
If it's not a game like Final Fantasy, overall, I don't think the music makes everything, like, make or break.
true. No, I never thought that either. It can easily help in certain situations, but it's not make or break of a game.
Like, when you're
ever.
in a boss fight or something.
Yes.
But, like,
Again, I think music's more so for single player games. It's way more necessary.
yeah, because games like Fortnite or Apex, like, if you're trying to draw the player into a more immersive situation, music is better to be left out.
Yes.
Though, to be fair, if I was actually playing in like the Apex games or the Fortnite games, I would have headphones on. Because let's be realistic, it's not going to be a simple rat-a-tat, rat-a-tat, rat-a-tat. It's going to be people screaming as they're dying.
Good point.
And that does a lot of psychological damage. But moving right along, so I guess because of the style of games, we can cover a couple more areas. Let's cover the weaponry.
Okay. Oh, that one's a little bit tougher to do because I will say this: with Apex, it does not change like Fortnite does, because I know Fortnite has changed over how, like, each season they keep changing what they use.
Yeah, and depending on like the type of each weapon you pick up, you get different capabilities. Like assault rifle that's just spray and pray, or one that's more basically a sniper rifle, an automatic sniper rifle.
Yes. I will say Apex does the weaponry amazing, with the diverseness of it.
Okay, but I'm gonna go back to your character argument, and it's all about skins.
Oh God, I knew you were gonna say that. I will say with the weapons, I actually really like the Apex skins.
Some of the skins are fantastic.
Some of them are fucking great.
A lot of them are horrible.
Yes, but you want the great ones. You don't want the horrible ones. You want the great ones.
Yeah, but you gotta work so much harder for the great ones.
That's the point.
And you gotta pay, and
or just work for the money.
sometimes it's not that easy.
True.
Community.
Oh, well, I would say community, Apex, or Fortnite wins.
Yeah.
Because of how
toxic Apex is.
Well, for one, toxic, and just you're able to create in Fortnite. There's a whole community around that.
I'm gonna like focus on like the people in the community for a minute though.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, when I'm sniping with all my weapons, I get a lot of messages, right? A lot of them are like horror, like that sucks, blah blah blah. A lot of them are like, oh, nice shot. That was really impressive. You did that with a pistol? You did that with an SMG?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even see you. Whereas every message I've received on Apex has basically told me to kill myself.
Yeah. No, I will agree. Apex is way more toxic.
Spoiler alert. Or not spoiler alert. Trigger warning. But yeah, like, they are a lot more toxic.
Oh, very much so.
And like,
they take the game way too serious.
And at least
all
like
the time.
with matchmaking, your overall stats don't matter on Fortnite.
True.
You just get put into a game, and like you could be one of the best players in the world, and you get killed by a stray bullet. Whereas Apex, we were trying to learn how to play the game, and we were getting stuck with like platinum players.
Yeah, we were.
Like
yeah, we were.
That made it really difficult, and that's why we tended to stay like way on like the edge of the map.
We did.
Until we got the hang of things.
Yeah,
we got good though.
We did, and then we stopped playing.
So we got bored.
Yeah.
And then we went to Fortnite, and we're like, wow.
And then, eventually we got bored of that too.
Yeah.
That's because we drop in the same area.
You remember the match though in Fortnite? Okay, we're not comparing things anymore. Now we're
really not. We really derailed here.
We're adding body to our arguments now.
Yeah.
Remember the match of Fortnite where it was me against like I think it was 2 or 3 other guys, and I was just staying in the tiny little circle, and they got wiped out by the storm.
Yes. No, I remember that.
That was fantastic because the whole time you're not. No, you're dead. You're dead. You're not going to survive this. You're not going to survive this. Well, victory.
Because they were stupid. They were outside the mountain.
Yeah, they were hoping the storm would wipe me out first.
Yeah.
But like I was staying in the eye, and they were relying on medkits.
Yeah, they were. Because we were like, how are they not dead yet? How are they not dead?
Pretty sure we recorded that match.
We did. I think so.
I don't know if I put that video up yet. I don't think I did. That's a newer one.
That is a new one. That was like, I think one of our last ones.
Yeah. Good times.
I will say though, I think they are both satisfying to win, but I think Apex is way more satisfying when you win. It just feels more accomplishing. I'm not saying it doesn't feel like that in Fortnite.
I think it depends on how you win. Because remember that one? It was like 3-on-3 left, right? I think we were playing with Selena.
Probably.
It was Selena or Wyatt. And we knew
we
exactly where they were. We were trying to like, both sides were trying to lure each other out.
Yep.
And I just got fed up. I ran around the back and just, I don't even remember how. Like I came across, I'm like, brah! Right, because I think you had launched Bangalore's missiles.
I think I did.
So it like drew them out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. I love Bangalore.
Probably one of the best characters to play as in Apex.
Bangalore and Gibraltar are like my gameplay.
When I was really good, Bangalore was amazing because I was good at using her smoke screen.
Mm-hmm. I liked like shooting the smoke screen on into an area where we weren't even at, because then everyone assumes that's where you're at.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because they weren't watching the smoke screen go across. Good times. And then you're like, oh, well then.
Well, I remember. My favorite, I always remember when I was playing as Bangalore, and you two were down, and I was in the Horizon Tower, and I needed to get both of your like key cards or whatever, or no, I think I had to get, I think Selena up, and you were dead.
Yeah.
And I got her up, and we both booked it while they were circling around us. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I got out of that.
I will say, like, one feature that I wish Fortnite had that Apex has, that Apex really could do better, is the training ground.
Oh, I agree. They really just kind of plopped it in there, and it was like, here you go. That's it.
Yeah, and like, the worst part is you can't even prepare for an actual match in
No.
that training ground, because all the crap that they got lying around, chances are you're never going to come across.
No. Well, and it's also the fact of, like, it's very limited in what you can do. It's literally just to test out the weapons and the abilities.
See, and that's where it's like,
And
I think it should be more of a training ground where, like, you can set up with AI up to X level of difficulty to try and work around.
I agree. I think that would do wonders.
And then the matchmaking. Like I said, the matchmaking needs to be better. It needs to take like your past seasons into account as well. Like, because if you're like diamond tier ranked player, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience for all the other players when you're playing on public matches.
They should at least have it where it's skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah. So like you should have a permanent ELO basically.
Kinda, yeah.
Instead of just for that season.
Yeah, I know, because that's. Then again, there runs the thing of where it's rare that it happens, but when people create new accounts just to do that stupid shit.
But now to fight for Fortnite again, the mode I liked was Horde mode.
Horde mode was interesting.
Yeah, because like that's what got me into shooters in the first place. Was like the whole defend yourself as you're getting attacked by wave after wave. I mean, apart from GoldenEye. And the South Park game I was talking to you about earlier.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else you want to add?
No, not really. Not that I can think of.
Alright, so there you go. There's our first Deb8-Bitz. Apex versus Fortnite.
Oh, whatever.
But you gotta play the crowd.
I know you.
Alright, so what we want you to do is we want you to comment below two things. We want you to comment which side you think won this debate. And I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but this is all in fun. Like, it's not an actual argument or anything.
No.
Which is why we're not choosing who wins. We want you guys to choose. Based on this debate, not based on which one you like more.
Yes, no, it's. You can write down which one you like more.
By all means.
We will never.
And then the other thing, I want to see suggestions for what other debate bits we should put up. Because this is actually fun. I like it.
It is. Well, it's just a free format.
Yeah.
But we have structure for what we should talk about.
Yeah.
So it's. Never mind, I won't bring that up.
Cthulhu's still new to the whole making videos scene.
So much so.
But like, I prefer starting just with like an anchor point and building off of that.
I think that's a strong way to go. Because it's more realistic in that way. Mm-hmm. For one.
One we will be covering in the future is we will be comparing Super Mario games throughout the years.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that one.
We talked about it in Discord. You're going to cover like the newer stuff.
I forgot.
Nick and I are basically going to... Sorry, Phoenix and I.
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Oh no. I
So
gotta.
Phoenix and I are
oh,
basically going to
God.
cover the older games.
I gotta.
Cthulhu will cover newer games. And obviously, there will be aspects in which the older games are better than the newer ones, but there are also aspects in which the newer ones are better than the older ones. Like, let's take Super Mario Bros. 3, for example. Absolutely fantastic game. Basically a masterpiece. But compared to a couple of the newer games, there are a whole lot of features in the newer games that weren't even doable back then.
Yeah. Like fucking.
So anyway, yeah. So comment
That's
below
for later date.
which side won this debate and what you would like to see in the future debate bits. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, keep nerding on. Yes!
It's a lot easier when we're in the same vehicle.
Yeah, okay.
Instead of